Hey guys, it's the Hero Hub here, back for another video. I know it's been quite a long time since the last one, I'm sorry, but bear with me guys, I'm back and I'm going to try to do a more regular schedule. Okay guys, we're doing a video I'm really excited to do, and that is who would win in a fight, Miles Morales or Peter Parker, Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. I know a lot of people have probably wondered this, and I've tried to find it on Google actually, and I've never found a definitive answer, so I figured, why not find one myself, okay? So for this fight, I'm going to be judging them on 5 things: intelligence, spider abilities, experience, endurance, and finally spider strength. Now, whoever has most of these win. Okay, let's get started. First up, intellect. Now, both of these Spider-Men are pretty smart guys. In the beginning of Miles' run, it was shown pretty early on that he was a pretty smart guy, getting into one of the biggest schools in his area. However, Peter Parker is also shown as being a very smart guy, creating things like the webbing formula to web shooters and just standard little gadgets to use against certain enemies. Now, even though these guys are both very smart, I think it's pretty obvious that one is quite smarter than the other. Now that's going to have to go to Peter Parker. Now, hear me out guys. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already knew Peter Parker would win this, but just for you guys that didn't, let me give you a quick rundown. Peter Parker is the one that created the web shooters. You know, the little thing that they used to go to flip around in New York City? That was Peter Parker. Miles Morales didn't actually have one. Miles Morales did end up getting a pair of web shooters after the big incident of that universe happens. I'm not going to say what it is because I guess it's a spoiler if you've not read it, even though it's really old. You should read it, by the way. Very good Spider-Man run. But after that big incident, Miles Morales ended up getting Peter's old ones and used that to sling around the city. Another factor is that Miles Morales doesn't actually make his own webbing, but gets his best friend Ganke to make it for him, which is basically the same guy as Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming. If you noticed that, good job on you guys. However, Peter Parker did actually create the web formula and at least knows how to put it to good use. Also, in the old Spider-Man comics, Peter Parker was always creating little gadget techs to help him in fights against certain enemies, and in the more recent Spider-Man comics, actually got smart enough to have his own company. Though it wasn't actually him that made the company, he still managed to run it for a while until something bad happened. So, though both these Spider-Man are very smart guys, I'm going to have to give the intellect portion of this round to Peter Parker, making that 1-0. Next up, spider abilities. Both Miles and Peter Parker possess the standard spider people abilities, such as spider strength, spider speed, spider sense, spider agility, spider clinging to walls, you know, the standard. However, Miles Morales does have a few more powers up his sleeve than Peter Parker does. One of his first powers he unlocked was the ability to turn invisible, or his camouflage mode, which does pretty much as it says, you know, he turns invisible and is pretty much unable to be seen by the human eye. He can't do this forever, but it's a very useful tactic in a fight. Another one of his main abilities is the Venom Blast, which is very powerful guys, let me tell you, it's very powerful. It's basically a kind of electro shock to his opponent, which takes seconds to kick in, but when it kicks in, it packs a punch, so that will be very hard for Peter to counter, and he has an even more powerful version of that, which is his energy burst. It's basically the Venom Blast times 100, but it takes a lot out of him. It's a pretty much suicide, final attempt, last ditch effort for him to win and survive. However, once he does that, it does take a lot of energy out of him and he'll be pretty much useless after the fight. Miles also discovered a new power relatively recently. It doesn't actually have a name, I don't think, but it's basically a variant of his Venom Blast where instead of it coming out as like an electroshot, it comes out as kind of web in his fingertips. This could be very useful in the future. In case he ever runs out of webbing, he doesn't have to worry about that as he has a natural reserve. However, it isn't as useful as it could be, but who knows, in the future he may find a way to adapt his Venom Blast into more powers. Miles is the clear winner of this round, having way more spider powers than Peter Parker, which makes the scoreboard 1-1. How experienced these Spider-Men are could be a very big decider in this fight, showing how skillful they are with webbing from using their spider sense to help avoid danger. Experience could be very key in this fight guys. Now, both these Spider-Men have been Spider-Man for a couple of years. Both of these guys have been doing their Spider-Man lifestyle for quite a long time. Miles Morales starting when he was only 13 years old and now being around 16 to 17 years old. However, that is very little in comparison to Peter Parker, who has been doing it since he was 15 and is now approximately 28 in the Marvel Universe. For those of you who think that doesn't matter at all, trust me guys, it does. During his many years of being Spider-Man, Peter Parker has picked up many tricks, knowing signature things to do against certain villains, and of course his signature fighting style, the way of the spider. He actually got that fighting technique at the time when he lost his spider sense. However, he didn't want to give up being a superhero, so he learned to use his spider abilities with fighting, and then when he got his spider sense back, he combined them together, making a very, very useful spider fighting technique. Round 3 goes to Peter Parker, that's 2-1. Okay guys, for the next round we are doing a durability matchup. Now, both these Spider-Men have taken pounding after pounding, fighting very strong supervillains and taking a lot of explosions to the face. And I mean a lot. Like, seriously, these guys love taking explosions to the face for whatever reason. To see who can beat the pain the longest and keep fighting on, I'm going to do a situation where they both had very similar circumstances and one fought on, one didn't manage to. So, in Spider-Man 17 and 18, Miles Morales had a fight with Hammerhead. Now, for you who don't know, Hammerhead is basically a pretty interesting, I guess, kind of, not really, Spider-Man villain who has a metal implant on his forehead, which makes it very strong, I guess. It hurts a lot. Anyway, so Miles and him had a fight. Miles got quite a few solid punches in, however, he took one hit to the ribs from Hammerhead and he was down. Like, I mean, he blacked out, everything was going wrong, and then his teammate, Goldballs, actually had to save him from Hammerhead. If not for that, I'm pretty sure Miles would have died. Peter Parker also had a very similar situation with Hammerhead. In Amazing Spider-Man 575, he had a fight with Hammerhead in which he broke his hands and his ribs and still managed to fight on, unlike Miles, who blacked out. So I'm just saying the situation, Miles broke ribs and he passed out, was very likely to die, and literally only survived because his roommate Goldballs saved him. Goldballs. And if that's not enough for you, after the situation, Miles experienced a kind of PTSD flashback thing when he was having a fight with the Rhino, kind of distracting him during the fight. It did help unlock new powers, but it helped show just how badly that beating affected him. However, for Peter, he managed to take a broken hand and broken ribs and didn't pass out. He managed to fight on and escape with his life, not passing out like Miles did. Round 3 for durability goes to Peter Parker. That's 3-1. Now for the final round, strength. Strength is obviously important for obvious reasons, you know, how hard can you hit him? And for this, I'm going to not do lifting strength, but how much they can punch, I guess. So, in a recent issue of Miles Morales' comics, Spider-Man, issue 17 by the way, if you wanted to read it, him and Hammerhead get into a fight. He manages to punch Hammerhead like quite a few times. I counted like 4, I think. I don't know if we saw them all. And Hammerhead did manage to get up. He was hurt, but not knocked out, you know, he could still fight on and managed to badly injure Miles in that incident we just talked about. However, Peter Parker, in one of his comics, volume 3, issue 17.1, managed to one-shot Hammerhead. Like, one punch, and he was knocked out. I'd say that's definitely more than enough to show Peter Parker can inflict a lot more pain on his enemies with his punches. That round definitely goes to Peter Parker. That's 4-1. And there you have it. That is it. So though Miles does have many more abilities, he will just get dominated in the fight with Peter's intelligence, experience, endurance, and spider strength just completely overwhelming Miles Morales. Though he could put up quite a fight, right now he just would lose to Peter Parker. But before I end this, I want to say I'm not saying Miles is the worst character than Peter or Peter's the better character than Miles. I like them both, I read both their comic runs. So don't go leaving thinking, oh, that means Miles is the worst character, because they both have their high and low points. But yeah, now you know that Miles Morales would lose in a fight to Peter Parker. If there's any other heroes you like to see fights, like our mantles, because I like doing those, hit me up and I'll do those, I guess. If you want, I'll actually do a Miles Morales versus Peter Parker Ultimate Universe, because I feel like Miles would have a much better chance in that fight. So if you guys do want that, comment down below, leave a like, subscribe as well please guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.